There's no auto pen that can do that, right? Look at that, Pam. Is that a good signature? Seriously, is that a good signature? Who can write like that? Nobody.
Well, guys, it's been a little while since we've taken a look at one of these bonkers press conferences that Trump likes to do. And honestly, every time I watch one of these things now, it feels like it's just getting worse and worse. Not only does Trump have physical ailments that he's currently dealing with, which we are going to talk about on a separate video, but also, like we've talked about on the channel many times before, his brain, it's basically just leaking out of his ears at this point. I mean, these press conferences from the Oval Office, they are truly a sight to behold. I can only imagine what people from around the world must think, that the President of the United States is basically being handled like a toddler at this point. He has people gather around him. He wants to sign these executive orders, but he has no clue what they say, so it has to be explained to him. He goes on these wild tangents that aren't really pertinent to the topic at hand. They don't really make a whole lot of sense most of the time. And basically what it all boils down to is that Donald Trump is losing his marbles at an alarming rate. And I think every time he does one of these press conferences, it becomes more apparent that the people around him, they know damn well that Trump is not okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at this latest press conference from the Oval Office. We'll go ahead and start off with this clip where he is going on about a golden trophy. If you guys do appreciate my work, please do remember to subscribe.
So the World Cup was here the other day, and come to think of it, there's your trophy for the World Cup. In fact, it's solid gold. That's actually solid gold, so heavy that some of the people in this room wouldn't be able to lift it up. I think what I'm going to do is place it right above the angel, right over there. That's solid gold, too. We're going to put it right up there. Look at that. There's a solid gold trophy. They know how to get to me, you know? I like the angel better, to be honest with you.
What was that, guys? Do you see how he does these word association games? Oh, World Cup. Oh, trophy. Oh, the trophy's... Look at that trophy over there, guys. It's not a great trophy. It's solid gold. Oh, gold is heavy. Oh, some of the people in this room, they may not even be able to lift the trophy because it's solid gold, guys. And I like the angel a little better, but I'm going to hang it on the wall right over there, guys. What do you guys think of my trophy? Do you like my trophy? Do you like my trophy? What is going on? This is just not normal, folks. The President of the United States should not be going on and on and on about a golden trophy in the Oval Office. It is insane shit that this is currently taking place in the United States of America. It's just bonkers. Let's go ahead and move on to this clip. And like I pointed out last week, this is a new thing that Donald Trump is doing. He's pointing out how other people might refer to him as a dictator, except, oh, I'm not referring to myself as a dictator necessarily, but this is kind of what Donald Trump does.
Before we even go there, I made the statement that next should be Chicago, because as you all know, Chicago is a killing field right now. And they don't acknowledge it. And they say, we don't need him, freedom, freedom. He's a dictator, he's a dictator. A lot of people are saying, maybe we like a dictator. I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator. I'm a man with great common sense, and I'm a smart person.
I hate to break it to Trump, but when you have to come out and say, hey, I'm a man of great common sense, I'm a very smart person, you've lost the plot. If you're having to do that much explaining, you're probably not the smart person that you claim to be. The same holds true with his comments about being a dictator. Oh, other people say that maybe we should have a dictator. I'm not saying that, guys. I don't want a dictator. I'm not a dictator. I'm not a dictator. If you're having to come out and say that, hey, I'm not a dictator, you're losing. What you are doing all across this country could be described as dictatorial. It's fascist in nature, it is authoritarian, and the American people, simply put, do not like it. Of course, you've got the Trump sycophants who are going to back him up on anything he says or does, but what we are seeing is an authoritarian takeover, the likes of which we have never seen before. He is literally deploying troops to LA. He deployed troops to Washington, D.C. They are currently there right now, supposedly quelling all of the outrageous crime that didn't necessarily exist like he explained it. He's talking about sending the National Guard or even the active duty military to Chicago and other blue cities. This is what he is doing. These are dictatorial actions. And when you're sitting behind the Oval Office desk and you're trying to explain to people that I'm not a dictator, guys, don't worry. Other people might say that, but it's not me. You've lost the fucking plot. He's out of control. Somebody needs to, whole bunch of people need to, they need a 25th Amendment, this guy. His brain is falling out of his ears. Okay, now let's move on to this next clip where it becomes more apparent that Donald Trump has no idea what he is actually there to sign.
Okay, let's go. Could I
Yes, sir.
ask you to say exactly what this is?
Of course. So as you've consistently identified, sir, cashless bail policies are a key driver of the disorder we see on city streets all over America. Catch and release system allows criminals to keep going back out onto the street and reoffending. What this executive order does, it charges your attorney general with identifying jurisdictions all over the country that have cashless bail policies, and then it withholds or revokes federal funds and grants that are flowing to those jurisdictions to ensure that we're only supporting the people who have reasonable common sense policies around crime.
So what area does it cover?
Potentially anywhere that has a cashless bail policy. So some of the largest cities, some of the most left-wing states in America
Almost
have adopted.
all of them, right?
Illinois would be a great example of that, sir.
Oh, they have a great cashless bail. You don't even have to go to court sometimes.
Do you think Donald Trump would be able to explain to you what cashless bail actually is if you asked him? Because I would not make that bet. Donald Trump has no clue what he is there to sign. That's why you've got that Will Scharf guy or whatever the hell his name is. He is always by Donald Trump's side explaining what these executive orders actually say. And they are now signing executive orders to go after cashless bail, trying to say that they are going to withhold federal funds from places like Illinois and other blue cities because they don't like their cashless bail systems, even though many of the people in this room probably couldn't articulate what cashless bail is. Most cashless bail just tries to address the inequities that currently exist in our system, right? We don't want people to be locked in jail for 3 or 6 months waiting for their trial date just because they don't have the money. Now, obviously, if they've committed some sort of violent crime and they are a danger to community or they are a danger to flight risk or whatever the other cases may be, of course, there are cutouts and systems in place to make sure that those people are held accountable. And unfortunately, sometimes that means they need to be held in jail while they wait for their court date. Cashless bail is normally given for low-level misdemeanors or low-level crimes that don't include violence or other dangers to the community. But these people have no idea what that is. They just want to have something to blame these bad occurrences on. This is what they have been doing ever since Donald Trump came into office. He is waging war on these democratic power centers, as he puts them. He's just going to war against blue cities and blue states. This is a revenge tour. This is all that he knows how to do. And he still has no idea what the hell he is signing when it comes to these executive orders. Let's go to move on to this clip where he is very proud of his signature, guys, just like a 4-year-old kid would be.
There's no auto pen that can do that, right? Look at that, Pam. Is that a good signature? Seriously, is that a good signature? Who can write like that? Nobody. I don't know. That's the other thing. I assume we're looking at the whole auto pen scam.
Did you guys see it? Look at my signature. Isn't that great? Who could do a signature like that? Nobody. Only me. Only I could do that, guys. Did you see my fancy little signature? Was that a good one? Was that a good one? Again, this guy is a 4-year-old child. His brain is no longer functioning like a normal adult. A normal adult, especially the President of the United States, somebody who's supposed to be of great stature, of great responsibility, he wouldn't be sitting behind the Oval Office desk saying, "Hey guys, look at my signature. Isn't that so cool? Oh, guys. Oh, and I assume that we're going to go after that auto pen scam, right? Right? Because we got to demonize Biden some way, right? We're going to go after that auto scam." This is all that Donald Trump's brain can do at this point. When was the last time that you heard him articulate a particular problem, articulate a particular solution to a problem in a way that sounded comprehensive? It's just a stream of consciousness. Oh, it's association word games. Oh, look at my signature, guys. It's so pretty. Oh, signature. Oh, Biden signature. Oh, auto pen. Oh, we're going to go after the auto pen scam, right, guys? It is not normal. It is not normal. Here, he pretends that everybody over in Europe refer to him as the president of Europe.
Where they respect your president to a level that they jokingly call me the president of Europe. They call me the president of Europe, which is an honor. I like Europe, and I like those people. They're good people. They're great leaders.
Where does he come up with this shit? Where does he come up with it? Does he sit around thinking of these things, or do you think it's just kind of popping right off the top of the dome? It's the first thing that enters his mind, and it's the first thing that leaves his mouth. What leader over in Europe is referring to you as the president of Europe? It makes absolutely no sense. The European leaders had to come over to America because they were so concerned that you were going to bully the hell out of Zelensky again, while his country has been invaded by a murderous dictator. You think it's those people that are referring to you in an admirable way as the president of Europe? Again, he has no idea what the hell he is talking about. Now, I want to go ahead and move on to this clip because this is a particularly interesting one. It's particularly pathetic. Here is Donald Trump being presented an honorary badge. But just notice the way that he has presented this badge.
And President, I think Terry Cole, I think Gaddy Serralta had something he wanted to give you on behalf of all the law enforcement who are out there every
Mr.
single
President,
night.
yes. Thank you for putting me in charge of this surge as the Director of the United States Marshal Service. It's the oldest law enforcement agency. It was created in 1789. So on behalf of all the federal law enforcement agencies that we're working with and those that have yet to join the team, we thought it was only appropriate to present you with an honorary United States Marshal Service badge. And this badge comes with this little item right here, which is a handcuff key, Mr. President, because you continue through your policies and your efforts with your staff to unhandcuff law enforcement officers all over this nation.
What is going on here, guys? Setting aside how strange it is that all of these people come into the Oval Office, they have to give Donald Trump some sort of gift so they can get on his good side, get in his good graces. Setting all of that aside, what we just witnessed was a law enforcement official presenting Donald Trump an honorary badge like you would give a present to a child. Maybe that present was something that the child didn't fully explain or didn't fully understand, so you had to explain it to him. But did you see it? Well, Mr. President, sir, you've done such a good job. Just take a look at this here. Look what we have got for you, sir. It is an honorary badge because you are unhandcuffing law enforcement officers all over this nation. And did you see Donald Trump give that big shit-eating grin? He was just so excited. There it is, right there. Look what he's giving me, guys. He's gonna give me an honorary badge, and it's got a handcuff key and everything. Oh my goodness! This is so embarrassing. Donald Trump is a child. His brain has leaked out of his ears. It's gone. He goes. I don't even have words for it anymore. And it's particularly embarrassing for the guy who is presenting this honorary badge, where you have to explain it like Donald Trump's a little toddler. Maybe he doesn't know what a badge is. Maybe he doesn't know what a handcuff key is. Maybe he doesn't understand the metaphor that Donald Trump is unhandcuffing all law enforcement officers. So he's going to use his soft little voice. He's going to get nice and close. He's going to show you how it works. And this is the President of the United States. We have more than 3 years to go with this buffoon. Is he even going to make it? Because at this point, it just doesn't seem like he's going to make it. unless they're going to do some Weekend at Bernie's type thing with Trump, which I wouldn't put him past him to do. But he's not in good shape, guys. Here he is ranting about loving black people.
Go to Africa, they like to say, oh, you know, I love black people. And I did great with the vote with the black people. But they say he's a racist, he's a racist. I said, really?
Yeah, really. Some people call you a racist, maybe because you are going around to the Smithsonian and say, you guys are focusing way too much on how bad slavery was. Maybe we should focus on some other things. We don't need to really focus on one of the greatest stains on American history. We don't need to talk about all that shit, guys. Maybe that's why people are calling you a racist. He goes on to rant about how these black women, they're praising Donald Trump. It's just all absurd. It's all embarrassing. It's all unbecoming of the office of the president. He clearly has no clue what the hell he is doing. He clearly has no clue what he is saying. And then you get these strange stares like this. Look, he just looks out of it. He looks out of it. His mind looks gone. And then he goes on to say here that he's bringing down drug prices again.
We have something coming up, favored nations, where I'm going to be reducing drug prices by 1,500% where a pill that sells in Germany for $10 costs $150 here because of the bad price. And I was all set to do it, and then we had the COVID come up, and I had to focus on that.
Yeah, you really had to focus on that COVID thing, right? Pretending like it didn't exist, sending Putin some COVID testing strips before the American people had access to them while American people were dying. You were helping out your boy Putin during COVID, trying to downplay it. Oh, it'll just go away. We don't want to do testing because that'll show us how many actual COVID cases we have, and we don't want those numbers to taint our administration. We don't want to look at it. I mean, give me a break. He continues to go back to this idea that he is lowering drug prices, and he's going to do it by 1,000%, 1,400%, 1,500%, which I don't have to tell you guys, it doesn't make any sense. You can only lower prices by 100% before you have to start paying the person to acquire that product. Donald Trump seems to have no understanding of that. His brain is broken. He just thinks, oh, big number means I must be doing real good things. 1,400 and 1,500% is better than 100%. Because he's a child. He's gone. He's 79 years old. The presidency is a high-stress job, even though I don't know how much stress that he actually incurs because he seems to be golfing most of the time or having battles over Twitter or Truth Social or whatever the hell he's doing. He doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of presidential stuff. And then we get these press conferences that allow Donald Trump to put on a show for the American people, right? This is how he governs. He likes to put on this reality show. He likes to sign these executive orders like he's getting things done. And he hopes that the American people will buy into that all of this power he claims to have that he in fact has. That is why we get so many of these damn press conferences. But if I were part of the Trump administration, I would probably lay off for a bit because Donald Trump is clearly diminished. He is not a fully functioning adult at this time. And we're going to actually dive a little bit deeper into some of his mental decline. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into some of those physical ailments in subsequent videos. And you even have people in the MAGA movement like Alex Jones coming out and saying that this is not good, folks. This is not good. So it's not just some crazy lefty. It's not just some raging liberal who is pointing this stuff out. You've got experts all over the country who are looking at Donald Trump and saying, hey, this kind of looks like dementia. And I would tend to agree with him. I have dealt with dementia in my own life. I know what it looks like, or I have an idea of what it looks like. And what we are seeing with Donald Trump, it just does not look good. And so I guess that's where I'll leave it at for you guys today. These press conferences, I think they're doing more harm than good for Donald Trump at this point because he is so deteriorated. And every single time he does one of them, he is he is a little bit more handled by the people around him. People have to explain things in such an absurd way, so hopefully Donny Boy can actually get it. You got Will... I won't go on because I've been rambling. But anyways, guys, we will be keeping an eye on it for sure. I will leave it there for now. If you guys got anything out of this video, please do remember to smash that like button and subscribe. Maybe share with a friend or two. I'd very much appreciate that. We are trying to build something here on the left that pushes back against this right-wing media ecosystem that just launders all of this terrible behavior for Donald Trump day in and day out. So if you do like what I do here, please do remember to smash that subscribe button. Of course, that is free. And if you guys want to help me push back against the Charlie Kirks and the Turning Point USAs of the world, I have now included a donate button to the Unfuck America Tour. Unfuck America Tour, like I said, I have recently joined them to push back against Charlie Kirk. We are wanting to register young voters. We are wanting to get out there and speak to young voters, provide them a better alternative to the fascist takeover that is currently underway in this country. So if you are willing and you are able, hit that donate link below, or you can visit the unfuckamericatour.com. You can sign up to volunteer. You can sign up to donate. But like I keep on saying, guys, this has got to be a team effort. I'll see you guys on the next one.